an Arab community, how we help Arab marketplaces and Arab end users, okay, to get more domains that they are suitable. So when we talk about, okay, when we talk about the Arab market, we mean here the MENA region, and the MENA region is including the Middle East and also North Africa. And when we are talking about the MENA region, of course, we have end users. So what are the type of end users that exist in the Arab area? So there are many and plenty of end users, but most of the end users are traditional companies, and they are family companies, and of course, there is startups. Now, when we are talking about the traditional companies, we need to understand what are the type of names that these traditional companies buy. We are here talking about the Arab marketplace or Arab industry. So they are buying fully formal Arabic words, real Arabic words, or they are also buying Arabic words plus rooted words, okay? And also they are buying other language domain names. When we are also talking about, and also acronyms, not all of them, or lots of them, but few of these companies, traditional companies, are also using the acronyms. When we are talking about the family companies, here you can find that some of these companies are using the first name domain names, first name names on their company, last names also, okay? And also first or last name plus rooted words. There is also a lot of companies are also using the same companies and same name like this, but it's depend. When we are talking about startup, now we can find some bit of creativity. There is also some of them that are using also the formal Arabic words. Some of them are using like local country words. When we are talking about local country words, we here mean that some of this company or some of these countries are using like a few words that are exist only on this specific country, like only Moroccans, like for example, they are using this word, only Egyptians that are using this word. So only these people from this part of this country, they are understand this word. And then they start in branding this word until it becomes like more famous. And of course, some of them are using brandable, fully brandable or acronym domains. Now, we talk about the type of names that end users in the Arab area using. But what are the TLDs that are using? Are they using the .com? Are they using their own CCTLD? But most of these companies in the Arab area prefer that using their own CCTLD. If in Morocco they are using the .ma, if in Egypt they are using the .eg, if in Emirate they are using .ee, but also if they find that the domain the .com is available, they will buy it also and they will work with it. Also, in Arabic, there is, it's not like English. It have more than English characters. They have 28 characters. This is why you might find that some words are written differently. Like for example, khabiri. Khabiri, it means my experts. We can write it khabiri with an I. We can write it khabiri with double E. And also we can write it khabiri with an Y at the end. This is also a great thing for end users because some of them can if they don't find the main premium domain, they can also buy like a second choice of this domain and then continue to work until they want to upgrade their business, and then they will buy the formal and the premium domain that they want. For that reason, most of them, after they grow up and then do the fundraising, and then they upgrade their name for a better name and international name to go worldwide. So there is a market, and we as an Arab domainers, we need to fit and to give something for this market. So end users will find what we are looking for. And of course, as a domain community, we need to provide something for the Arab area and also for the international area. For that reason, we built the Arab community. So in the Arab community, before I start explaining and teaching about the domain name, there were some Arab domainers before, long time ago. They started very long time ago. But when I started on 2020, I started with explaining firstly the basics to understand what is the reason, why people buy domains, what are the type of domains that everyone is looking and everyone wants to buy. So this is why I explained the basics, explains the mistakes to avoid, because of course everyone buys some bad names. Everyone at the beginning they purchase some trademark names. So this is why I explained how to avoid these mistakes, and then to make things automatically and to make things easy for everyone, I explain an ecosystem that helps every Arab person understanding Arabic to make like sales every week. So what is this ecosystem? Firstly, the goal is to make them make a good portfolio that makes them make a lot of sales, like inbound sales, like regular sales. So to start, I explain how to start with just $50, with less budget. After you start with less budget, simply you will start becoming and making a lot of sales. And of course, explain how to sales via outbound, because the outbound side will makes you make a lot of sales like regular sales every week, and it's happened now. A lot of my audience are now, for now, I'm talking to you right now, people are making sales every week and they are sharing with me always the sales that they are making. After these people making all the sales and making sales regular sales, then simply they will start building their own portfolio. This portfolio will make them like making always the sales, and also will make them help the Arab side of end user and also the international end user. For that reason, people are starting building their own portfolio with very good domains. I explained everything that they need to understand, so they can now build their own portfolio, so they make great sales. And of course, after believing that they can make great sales, now they are believing that they can make bigger sales. My audience right now are making 5 figure sales, and they are believing that in the future they might also make six-figure sales, seven-figure sales. For now, people don't know nothing about this industry, and now people they are making 4-figure sales. And now let's talk about statistics. For now, I started this journey. The statistics right now. In my YouTube channel, because I'm explaining on my academy, on my YouTube channel, and also I have a community I group everyone that are interested in this field. In my YouTube channel, I have more than 1.5 million views on my YouTube channel. Also, I have more than 27 subscribers for now, and also almost 400 videos explaining all the basics, all what these people need, explaining some content like stories of domains, inviting people from my audience that make great sales so they can inspire others to get and work more and more. And I have a lot of content that helps the Arab community to grow up and to make bigger sales. Of course, I have a community of Facebook group of more than 40,000 members. This active community is always active. People sharing every sales. Before I come here, I see a sale that's one of my audience just shared it. And they continue to sell and to share their sales so they can inspire others to get more sales. Of course, people sharing sales like every week. Some of them make 2-3 sales every week. They can share it also. And I know that a lot of them don't share everything, but a lot of them also share the sales that they are making. So I believe that people now are believing that they can make like 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, and why not 7 figures in the future. This market is a blue ocean, which means that it's emerging ocean, which means that also for Arab community, it's an opportunity for everyone that can make him really make bigger sales and also make everything that he wants to do. So thank you so much. I hope that everything is clear. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Kehel. Wonderful to have you. Oh, come on down. I'll take that if you like. Thank you. Oh, do you want to do questions? Anyone have a question?
We've got one from David.
I'm just wondering what sort of level of uptake you're seeing of people registering domains with the names in Arabic script as opposed to sort of Latin transliterations. Do you see a mix, or is it much more dominated by the Latin script?
Okay, when they are buying domains like Arabic words, but not writing in Arabic. It's writing in English words. It's not an IDN domains. Okay. Yes, it's not an IDN domains. They are written in formal English words, English characters. Yes, there is a market, but still not that growing like normal English characters.
Okay, thank you. So we'll take one more, two questions. Introduce yourself, please, as well. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Thomas from Own Provider, and we're a wholesale registrar. And I was wondering, and I asked the same question to Meneer as well. So I was wondering what your view on this is. What do you see is the kind of how do Western companies how could they do business in terms of do you see like do they need to make certain connections with Arabic companies, or what is the type of doing business there? Especially when we talk about the domain scene, it's kind of, I guess, touching from what you say, it's kind of new. Let me rephrase that question. So, what are the influences of the Arabic culture in terms of building relationships and having more personal connection? Also, what you said is with family companies or kind of older companies. How do you see that they are accepting towards Western cultures and more on the way that Westerners do business is more on a transactional basis instead of a relational basis? How do you see that? Is it getting influenced? Do you see any differences, or what advice would you give?
They are always open for any kind of partnership, any kind of collaboration. They are open for everything. Just you can meet them like in conferences, like in forums. All of them, a lot of these companies, Arab companies, went to events and forums and everything. So they are always open. They are not strict. We need Arab person or everything. No problem. Everyone can do a connection with the Arab people in any kind of business.
Clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And final question for this round, Mr. Munir Badr.
Thank you for the great presentation. This is Munir. Ayoub, I have a question for you related to your audience, the domainers, and the choice of their domain name extensions. I mean, you mentioned, or you showed us lots of examples for .com and .net domain names. Do you see a trend where domain investors in the Arab region are interested more in the local CC-TLDs? And why I'm asking this question is that unlike GTLDs in every country, like in .ae, .ma, you have certain restrictions on ownership transfer, on trading domain names. It's a gray area. There is no really a rule which says you can or you cannot sell, at least in some countries where even we operate. So how do you educate your audience about this?
Okay.
Thank you.
As a beginner, everyone, as you mentioned, you know all, they start with the .com, because the .com are the main extension that everyone wants. But of course, after acquiring a bit of experience, I explained to them to invest and to try to sell also some other TLDs, including the CCTLDs and also the GTLDs. For the .ae, like for example, or .bh or like .qa, especially these countries, there is a market for it, and there is some of my audience that also sell domains in this area. They are also selling on .co.uk, some of them sell on .de, some of them sell also on .xyz and .io and everything. But I always recommend my audience that they start firstly with .com, get the experience, and then switch also to another extensions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Concludes the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great to see the interest too in the MENA region and the growth over there.